I think so.
We're live. Let's hit it, Wayne. What's up, Pops?
What up, kid?
It's Saturday.
And it's at the shop.
It is Saturday at the shop.
It's Christmas Eve.
Yeah, it feels like a little bit Christmas night. We're trying a little bit different setup this morning.
Well.
I just don't know. This is my favorite new principle. This might be my favorite principle. I just don't know if I can commit to it.
It's a commitment.
I think
It is a commitment.
Oh, should we? Do you want to make up headlines today? Or you want to?
Yeah, no, we'll make up some headlines.
Let's make up some headlines. On today's show, we have
The top 5 is in. Guess who made it? Christmas hours. It was the night before Christmas, and all through the house, nobody was smoking cigars. I don't know the rest.
I thought I believed in you for a bit.
I believe
and last
in you
one,
too.
hit us with another one.
Mark McClurkin's new cigar is almost ready.
That is true.
Yeah,
That is true.
I only say it because he's right there.
Well, and because that's the truth. Good morning. Thank you for everyone who's joining us. We got Larry Adams coming in. We have Frank Gasillo coming in.
I fully expected him to come in. And by the way, if you're coming to us from a foreign country like Miami, just let us know, and we will say good morning to you in your native tongue. Of course, LaGrange, Missouri, they say it different there. Good day, mate. And our friend Frank Gasillo, which is the owner of Foreign Affair, fresh off of his number 19 rating in the Cigar Aficionado Top 25 for a brand that's about a year old is pretty damn special.
Is that a first time?
Yeah, and I think it's only fitting that he does relatively well in the second most important top 25. Everybody does a top 25. I mean, everybody.
Yeah.
But what is the real difference between ours and theirs? What is ours called? Because
ours is called the Industrial Cigar Company's Totally Biased, Uncorrupt, Unofficial, Official Top 25 Cigars of 2023.
Year 7.
Year 7 on
Yeah.
it. What do we got here? We got somebody coming in from Plano right there.
Oh, good day, mate. How are you?
If you're
all the
watching
way
this,
from Plano.
Yeah, if you're watching this on Facebook, hit that share button. Feel free to comment in. Today we're going to run through the top 5 finishers of our Totally Biased.
Yeah, we did the release. Do we by chance have the ones leading up to this?
Sure do.
You are
Sure
Johnny
do.
on the spot. Why don't we? Here's the thing.
I don't want to run somebody through 25 different
Well, we could say the cigars just like boom, 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 boom.
Okay.
That way, we're not telling the story. But the fact is at least for the 7th year in a row, this is an uncorrupt top 25.
We can't get anybody to give us money on it.
We have not been able to get anybody to give us any money.
No money, no. Good 5 between headlines.
What did he say?
I don't know. He
sounded good.
He talks a
Good
lot.
5 sticks, break up the top 25 between headlines. Break up the entire show.
Love it.
Yeah,
Love
good.
it. We'll talk
It
different-
keeps people engaged
That's right.
instead of jumping off. So wait, and we will announce. Brandon is addicted to smelling
You want
salt.
to take some of this?
Does it look like I want to take some of this?
Looks like you need some of
I
it.
don't think so. I've done a number of stupid things in my life. I have not turned the power off when I've worked on electrical leads. I've done a lot of things that weren't smart. That's at the top of the list.
No way.
Yeah.
Or Begley.
Yeah.
Or Begley.
Yeah.
We did get Begley. We got it pretty good.
All right. Have you decided what you're going to smoke today?
I was going to smoke the Bessie, but I don't have a cutter. So
I think we can arrange that.
Yeah, I'll smoke the Bessie.
We're the
Thank you, Mark McClurkin, owner of KD Cigars, that's coming out with the PR49 in a Canyon soon. All right. What are you smoking this morning?
I have to be in agreement with my dear friend, Darren Chaffee. He is addicted to the Tiki Toro, which is an ICC exclusive.
Got a lighter.
I do not have a lighter. You want to butt this thing up against yours?
Yeah, I got a banana lighter.
Let's just do this like they do it at the bus station.
Thank you.
But the Tiki, we had the Tiki, which is part of the cocktail series. That's for the ICC Fuselage Lounge opening soon. But then he came out with this Tiki. The Robusto was good.
Yeah.
But then he came out with this Tiki Toro, and he said, I can't stop smoking it.
What up, Hollywood?
And I have been smoking it, and Absolutely love it. This year, if you think about it, this year, do you remember a year where we've had this many good new cigars?
No, I'm glad you brought that up because I think this has been the best year in cigars since we've started. I mean, if you think about even the LEs that came out, the limited editions that came out, you have Black Ritos, you have Cavalier's best LE ever. You've got a lot of principles that are out.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got the Luciano that he did for us. I mean, there's a lot of stuff. But let's talk cigars here. And if you're watching on Facebook, hit that share button. Let's go through it, shall we?
Let's do it.
Number 5 coming in. Luciano, good morning to you, my friend. A very good morning to you.
We love Luciano.
Number 5, what we have rolling in is our Crux Epicure Habano Toro. This is really solid. Crux actually has 2 cigars in the top 10. The Bull and Bear, which has been on the list every single year.
It just has a place on the list.
And the Epicure Habano Toro. This one is extra special because with all good things, you must wait. And this was actually ready to release a year prior, but because of a number of supply chain issues, it took them an extra year, which meant it rested an extra year. And what I love about this cigar is the amount of change. You first fire it up, there's pop to it, it's there, it's alive.
Yeah, when you first do it, you think, this is going to be a little bit stronger than I'm normally used to, particularly with an Epicure.
Yep.
But then it just
gets so smooth.
Gets above the clouds.
Yeah, and Hollywood coming in saying, I'm glad Toscano's made the top 25, myself included.
Yes. They were very excited. But no, as we start to talk about some of the top 5, and we'll go through and we'll brush on some of the top 25 in this totally biased, uncorrupt, unofficial, official top 25. One of the things I want to mention is here's how we rate these cigars. Number 1, a survey goes out to everybody we've got email addresses on. We send out a survey, and they were given an opportunity to vote on the things that they wanted. Some of those cigars we don't even sell. It's thrown out in our world, and they come back with cigars that some of them we sell, some of them they don't. That's what it is. Second thing that we look at is we will actually take into account sales. Yep. Sales is an important part of it, but it is not the important part of it. We then go through, and me and your brothers, you and your brothers, we all go through and we put together our top 25. You then assemble that and you create a power score, and then that's how it ranks. So it's not a series of blind testing and all of this other stuff. This is there is a science to how we put this together. It's not just.
It takes a while. I mean, it takes hours and hours to compile the actual responses and breaking them down. And so when you get to it, there are a couple of surprises, but you get to the list and you go, oh yeah, this makes sense.
Yeah. This year's list was so strong. It could have been a top 50.
Number 5 is Crux Epicure Habano.
Yep.
You want to talk about number 4 as you smoked more of these than any other human
this
year?
Our friend Sebastian with Cavalier Cigars, this was just recently. He's made some significant changes, started his own factory. He has just this wonderful palate, and he's also brought in some great people. Brian and some of the guys that were with other companies that you can kind of feel how some of these flavor profiles have blended together. But every year he creates an LE. This year he created one with, I think it was 1,948 boxes. And the majority of them went to Europe. But most dealers were allowed to buy 2 boxes or 6 boxes. And a lot of times a year later we can go buy those back because they really don't know what they have. But this particular cigar this year, and he's done it every year, it's always different size, different flavor profile, etc. It was a $13 cigar. I mean, it was just ridiculous. But boxes of 10, and he was kind enough, we ordered 50. He was kind enough to get us 50. Poof, gone. In total, we have sold 120 boxes of that cigar.
And
this is in a 60. This is the last 10 that he has on the planet. We just got him in 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 2 days ago, and there's 3 boxes left.
I didn't even know
we don't even sell singles. I mean, people just buy the boxes.
They're excellent.
It is, and I must admit, it is right where I live. I mean, it is an absolutely incredible cigar. There are 3 boxes. By the way, I don't mean to cause any panic. Leave the lunch table and get your ass up here and buy something. But Christmas is right around the corner. This just in. We will be here. Of course, we're open 365 days a year. So make sure that you come in. Josh will be here on Christmas Eve. That's how committed he is.
This guy is
Love
committed.
this guy.
He needs to be committed.
He is. Well,
He's
obviously.
a different kind.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's move to number 3. Number 3. You see that one? See that one right there? I mean, we're talking real players here.
Look, I mean, the top 5 is my crack. I mean, that's what it really boils down to.
Yeah, it's totally biased.
It is totally biased. And I can tell you that sales also skewed this. And it's not because we have 4 guys that buy 5 boxes a month. We have hundreds of people that are buying the Definition Cigar Genesis. This cigar, done in collaboration with our friend, our family, and a member, Jamon Hackley, and our dear friend and family, Luciano. They got together, and I'm glad that we were able to do the matchmaking here and make that connection, and those guys have created something that in a very short period of time, I think the first delivery came in August, we have sold about 12 to 1,300 cigars.
Of one cigar of one
cigar.
size.
This
cigar.
We have brands that we don't sell 1,000 of a year.
Yeah.
And this has been since August.
It is just a remarkable cigar. When you get the right people going towards the right vision at the same speed, you get this. The Genesis is just a killer.
It is. When I walk in the humidor and I just want comfort, that is my comfort food. That cigar is spectacular. There are several hundred people that know that. Because what's crazy is of the 1,300 cigars that we've sold, we've only sold 2 boxes. Everybody else is buying singles, doubles, 3 and 4 cigars at a time, but buying them all the time. And in the cigar world, that's a dream come true. Because it's not, in our world, we look at one and done. Somebody comes in, oh, I've never heard of this. I'm going to give it a try. And it doesn't do enough to knock them off their seat to come back and do it all the time.
Well put.
This has become, has put more people in a rut than any cigar that I've seen in a long, long time.
Josh, how did you put it today? How'd you put it in the humidor? He made it too good. He made it too good, so now they're just, tractor beam sucked right in it.
And, we have the Cigar Newbies page, which is a great page. And there's a lot of newbies that are in there, and they're putting up their pictures of what their cigar lounge or their cigar store got them into, or God forbid what they won on Cigar Bid. But they have this list of cigars, and I almost feel bad that they're not being exposed to product like this.
They will.
Luciano has much broader distribution. So I think all of those things are going to benefit, but people need to get out of stop being blinded by the label. Just because it has a big brand name on it that happens to be a Cuban name, it doesn't mean that's what it is. You've got to get out of that lane.
Valid.
Yep.
Rolling into number 2 cigar of the year. There is a theme here, which is
how does one manufacturer have number 2 and number 3?
because he makes damn good cigars. And they're so good that our witness cigar for this is the Foreign Affair with Frank Osea, Mike, I can't pronounce his last name, Mike the Greek, and
Greek.
Luciano Cigars. Just absolute killers. And this is the Foreign Affair I had to grab from Josh's personal stash because we don't have any in right now. Luciano, hook it up, please. Please make sure to get those things.
It is
over here.
You have permission to cancel anybody else's orders and just ship ours.
We'll buy them.
Yeah, it's real easy.
Pretty easy.
Yeah.
Because we can't keep these in. The Foreign Affair is really created to bring those different cultures together, right? The different countries, the different backgrounds, the different people. And that's really what that cigar is. And it can do that.
Yeah, in retail, there's things called push-pull. One product will pull another or push another. And the fact that the Genesis, we almost had to separate the two kids because we had to put the Foreign Affair on the other side. But the two push each other, and it becomes just a natural conversation to go, man, if you're buying if you're buying the Genesis at this rate, you got to try the Foreign Affair and vice versa. So those two have pulled each other into a great level. And that is incredible. And both of those cigars are ahead of some serious players. Davidoff, Late Hour, Alfonso. There are some cigars that were.
You know what was surprising is the Alfonso #3 came in at #7.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big surprise. The Terre Blanche, I think, came in at 15, something like that.
Yeah.
We're talking some serious cigars.
Serious cigars. Yeah.
This is, and look, it comes down to cigars you actually smoke that you actually decide you want to smoke instead of the things that you're given because you work at whatever publication. These are the actual cigars that you're choosing to smoke. And that is going to roll us into our cigar of the year. I don't think there is a surprise of this.
The biggest surprise that I had was how many we sold and how quickly they sold. But at the show, Nelson Alfonso, owner of Atabey and Byron and Alfonso and all the Bandolero and all the goodies with Selected Tobacco, he showed us a cigar that was called the Black Ritos. He gave us one that night. We smoked it. It is a Maduro Atabey, and it is unbelievable. Number one. Number two,
it's very frustrating.
It was available at 10 dealers in the United States. That we happen to be the world's first Atabey private lounge. So we had to receive the largest allocation of 25 boxes. Boxes are $1,300, ladies and gentlemen. And there were 6 dealers that had to pay $1,200 for the ability to get 10 boxes. And we got 25. 4.5 days later, gone. Yeah, 25 boxes, and I get 2 to 3 texts per day of people going, "Can I get some more? Can I get some more?" It was shocking, and I actually had to buy a box back because I made promises to 2 people that were out of the country that saw your email blast that said, "Will you please hold me 10? Will you please hold me a box or whatever?" I had to buy a box back from a guy in order to take care of people that I promised. Because when you're looking at $2,500, $1,300 boxes, you're thinking those are going to stick around for a few weeks. Yeah, we're good. We're good. I got you. Don't worry about it. Huh? They're gone? Yeah, that was a very, very pleasant surprise. Look, it's a $50 cigar. And it embarrasses anybody that has the balls to say they have a $100 cigar.
That's
all I'm saying.
Agree. Completely agree.
Yeah. Give me that. There's a cigar that comes in a little coffin that's $500. Let's fight. You know what I'm saying? You hear me clucking, Big Chicken?
I hear you clucking. Okay. Some damn good cigars. Congratulations.
What are some of the others if you just want to blow through some of the top 25?
Oh yeah. So in the top 25 from the kind of the top half of it, you got another manufacturer that's going to be working through. And congratulations also to the locals, the Blendery. When we did our Pegasus whiskey barrel fermented cigars.
Yeah, how long were they in there? 8 months?
I think longer than that.
Yeah, it was a long time.
It actually went into another phase of fermentation, and it was just incredible. It was something special, and it was great working with those guys.
It was.
Miguel and Tim and all of those guys with the locals in the Blendery.
And hats off to Darren Chaffee. How many did he have in this?
I think Darren Chaffee had like 7 cigars in this thing. I mean, it had the white label, the strap hanger, the Pegasus was also using a principle underneath.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, and I know Luciano's watching, and he's making some comments here. I haven't had a chance to read them. If there's another match made in heaven, let's get Darren and Luciano sitting in his fields trying some of that tobacco and their 2 pallets together.
That would be very special.
Because you know what? There are guys that blend for the world, the universe, and then there are guys that are blending for the niches. And the niches is not where it's at. I'm telling you, if you can make a cigar like a Genesis, a Foreign Affair, Luciano Dreamer, Darren Chaffee with any of the aviators, the Accomplice White Label, and you can stay in that lane, I'm telling you can make everybody happy, except the hardcore, I want something that's going to punch me in the face.
Yeah, I agree. What is up, Dusty Robert? What is happening?
Today up there in Nebraska.
Chris Coulter coming in over here as well. Here's a little bit of a surprise for me. Almost making it to the top 10 was the Terra Nova. That's a sneaky little cigar.
It's a sneaky little cigar. It's just a little 250-year-old German company, been wandering around for a while. But it's what it is. It's a great value. It's somebody that I'm happy to put into that cigar. That is on the front end of their cigar journey, and just let them know that here's what happens when you can get quality tobacco, and in that kind of right at that $10 price point. It's wonderful. I know Luciano's coming out with a sub $10 price point cigar as well, and excited to get that out there.
Underrated.
Yep.
And then top 10, we've got Bull and Bear coming in at 10.
Oh, speaking of Luciano,
Maria
Lucia,
number 9, number 8, rolling into Grant Habano.
George Rico, and
I thought that was going to be a top 5.
I did too.
I thought it was going to be top 5.
I mean, but look, that's tough.
Yeah.
I mean, our top 10 is just monsters. It's monsters.
Principal de Cien, the Alfonso,
which was an EPC collaboration.
Yep. The Alfonso number 3 is number 6. It didn't make the top 5. Just think about that.
Look, I mean, it's like we said.
Makes my top 5.
There are numbers in there. It's the Alfonso. The Alfonso number 6 was my favorite cigar this year of all the cigars that I smoked. But yeah, I remember when Luciano came in here, he had Nathan and I sit in the back and we tasted 2 cigars that he had created. And he said, whichever one you guys don't choose, I'm going to make the Maria Lucia. So it's, and it has done so well.
Yep.
So,
it really has. Merry Christmas to all of you, by the way. Good year of cigars for sure.
It's been a good year. It's been, I mean, we'll go into a year-end recap next week, but I think it's been a tough year for people. I mean, it costs more money to go to the grocery store. It costs more money to do everything these days. And it has, our business has done very well. And how grateful are we for the people that have had the patience of dealing with drywall dust and paint and holes in walls and noise, a lot of noise. But it's all starting. We're now in what is now the new Atabay private lounge. The Apex lounge has been completely decked out with all new furniture. And we're super excited about the Luciano Dreamer Lounge. It's going to be, they're painting it right now.
Yeah, they're painting it. We're to finish out. They're putting lighting in next door in fuselage. So the end is near.
And I'll tell you, after visiting, we have these state-of-the-art air purifiers in here. They're unbelievable. It's technology used in nuclear subs. It's just absolutely incredible. And we have 3 of them in this room. Just in the Luciano Lounge, the Luciano Dreamer Lounge is a custom-made air purification system that, according to Aaron, is equivalent to 5 of these. And we have 2 of those in a space that's smaller than this current space. Everybody's hair is going to be getting sucked to the ceiling, but it is going to be very, very special.
Merry Christmas to you, Oliver. Very, very Merry Christmas to you.
Yes.
As well, and the family.
Oliver, tons of people, tons of selected tobacco product in our top 25. The Terra Nova, of course, was another winner.
I think the problem with with the selected tobacco side of things is they've put out so many good new products that the Bandolero line has been forgotten a little bit because it's the new Atave, it's the new Alfonso, it's the new Byron, it's the new really top end stuff. And the Bandolero, just as far as people voting, I mean, obviously it moves and it's sensational product, but
Of course.
that's I feel bad a little bit for Bandolero.
Yeah, you had the Byron Lyricos was in there.
The Byron Lyricos was in there.
And I smoked that the other night. Spectacular.
Yep.
And then so you have the 1850 series that was released. You had the Alfonso Gran Selección that was released this year. There was a lot of cigars that were occupying that $25 to $50, $60 space that we sold a lot of, and I think that was a big part of why we've had a good year this year.
Yeah. So thank you everyone for keeping this dream alive. We're pushing. Dusty said I'm still recommending Bandoleros. Absolutely. Do not sleep on those bandos because they're serious.
No.
That Culo Salas, man, it just doesn't get old.
Casey Hogan's coming in, I'm assuming from Florida. Good day, mate.
Boy, mate.
You got a couple in our top 25?
Yeah, he's got 2 in the top 10. He's got Bolin Bear at 10 and the Crux Epicure Habano at number 5. Congratulations to you.
Absolutely.
Keep kicking ass.
Yep.
Keep kicking ass. And then Wayne's just saying he's fat.
He what?
Wayne just said I'm fat. I don't know. He said he's fat.
He said he's fat?
Yeah. That's the comment. That's the type of quality connection we have.
Well, that's what stimulates a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I love. Oh, I see he's responding to somebody.
Oliver said don't sleep on the bandos.
Don't sleep on the bandos. Yeah.
That is fucking decimated.
Yeah, you would. That's a good point.
Yeah, I told you to stop sleeping on the humidor shelves. You just got to stop that. We'll get you a room.
Well, they're sound.
They are. We are, in fact, getting more humidor shelves because we're going to need room for more stuff.
That is right. And speaking of, it is Christmas.
It is Christmas.
Weekend. We've got it nice and easy. Just forward this over. Let your wife know. Let your significant other know. Where all they have to do is just walk right in the retail space, and we'll take care of them.
Here's the answer: your wife, your significant other, your kids that you have taken care of and fed their entire lives are just now thinking about getting something for the cigar smoker in the family. So
what's the easiest go-to?
Here's the answer to the question. Hey, what do you want for Christmas? Go to ICC. We have made it simple. We have built a bunch of sampler packs. We have still have a few boxes of the Cochon Blanc 6-pack assortment. Forget it. Look, every year I buy my kids something special. And like one year I got you a loaf of bread. That was nice.
It was nice bread, though.
It was good bread.
Good bread.
But I do buy them, like to buy them a special box. This year, got them each a box of the Cochon Blanc sampler packs. It is, look, particularly the guys that are on here, they know what equals limited edition. If you look at the Cavalier, nearly 20,000 cigars were made for a limited edition. A lot of guys consider 5,000 cigars a limited edition. The Cochon Blanc 6-pack sampler, 80 boxes of 6. All that were made, and it's the first time I've mentioned this in the past, when I write a purchase order, it's 100 of these, 100 of those. I just put in the quantity, all. We just wanted them all.
Thank you. Yeah. And what that includes is both the Petit Cochon Blanc and the normal in all three, the original variety, the Night Flight, and the Black and Gold for all of them. It's just do this and then put a bow on it and you're done. Easy. Let it fly. So, yeah, the ICC Halloween cigars, man, those things were just killer. The Nightmare Before Christmas.
They were so good. Do we still have some of those?
I think so. I think we're.
That's something people just they don't know, right? You see it, you just wouldn't know. But that is a OG Gen 1 first year cigar from Crux. Just incredible. We're looking forward to a lot of really big things happening next year. In addition to the opening of our new side. The new half of our business will be open very soon, and it just feels good to be able to say that,
Yeah.
and actually mean
And to
it,
know it.
and to know it.
Yeah.
But it is. We're looking forward to collaborations. George Rico sent me a text yesterday saying we got to do something special this year. So, of course, with Luciano and all those, we need to get that rocking. And
I don't know if
We're gonna do
Pennington right now is down with Jorge at Stogie.
I hope so. Yeah, he said he was in Houston, so hopefully he's at.
Yeah,
he's at
hopefully you're
Stogie's.
there, Jorge.
Say Merry Christmas, Jorge. We love you guys down there in Houston.
If you're in Houston, check out Stogie's.
Absolutely.
It's. I'll tell you, and I just want to say this again. We put it out during the Thanksgiving, but if you just want to talk about what kind of character Jorge has and possesses, he allowed us to hop in the car one day, drive down to Houston
Before we opened,
pick his
way
brain,
before we opened.
way before, and pick his brain. What do we do here? What do we do here? What? And he just was an open book. Absolutely helped us from the beginning.
Yeah.
Guys like him, Jeff Hogan, Jeff Dahl. There's some.
Yeah, our concept of our lockers being humidified by the humidor, that wasn't our idea. It was the one we stole from him.
Mhm.
And no good ideas have. I guess
There's no original good
there's
idea.
no original ideas.
No. You just have to curate them yourself. But with that, let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here. Let's have a great Christmas. We wish you guys a Merry Christmas, and just spend the time and soak up that family time.
Yep.
So with that,
Love
Merry
you.
Christmas, kids. Love you too.
Merry Christmas.
We'll see you guys. Love you, and we'll see you guys here all weekend, including what is our Christmas hours?
We're open on Christmas.
Because you can't stand everybody. You got to get out of the house.
Not
at some
all
point.
the time.
Well,
Yeah, just checking on
but also-
Facebook. We've got the.
We'll have the hours.
Yeah. 4 to 9.
4 to 9 on Christmas Day, Christmas Eve till.
I think normal hours on Christmas Eve.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you. We're out. Before we
Let's
tell
smoke a
everyone we
cigar.
don't know anything.
Yeah.
Peace. We love you.